I'm too tickled this day. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat. Y'all know the drill. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I'm looking for a one. I said I'm looking for a one. There we go. I see a one. I see a one. Thank you, Corey, for your participation in this nation, in this station, though we have people that's talking smart to us today. Tips Take, appreciate you for coming in. Supreme First Light, I see you, sir. Thank you for coming into. Welcome to the Chapmans. Faith Marie Unscripted, so glad to see you. Hey, my faves, I see you. Welcome to the Chapmans. Sunshine, so glad that you're here. Welcome to the Chapmans. You do not have to remind me that it's 7 o'clock. You know how we operate, sir. And it is First 48 Tennessee is the real part of Tennessee, sir. Corey, appreciate you. The boxing scholar. Thank you. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Chapmans, all of you all. So glad that you all have decided to come in tonight, and we're going to get this thing started. Hello, the Battle Zone. Welcome to the Chapmans. And for that very reason, I want to go ahead and get this thing on the road so we can hurry up and allow Supreme to get back to his chip eating, baby rearing, movie watching activities. I ain't going to say the other stuff because we're not going to post all of your activities for all to see. But welcome to the Intentionally Random broadcast, where the topics are intentionally random and randomly intentional. Tonight, we will be discussing the theme, No Excuses November. And this is the last one for this month, y'all. We will attempt to discuss the challenges that accompany the lack of creating proper boundaries, the struggles that come with leaving comfort zones, and the traps of toxic relationships with the refusal to address them. Join us as Antonice, Too Real, and Tina Mo, the show, attempt to cut out the fat of those excuses to hold on to people, places, things, environments, and mindsets, to hold ourselves accountable as we attempt to navigate the cusp of this holiday season. So if you will, lend us your ears, your minds, and a little bit of your undivided attention as we all choose to put on our proverbial big draws to tackle this elusive enemy called excuses. Let's step into the real. Antonice.
Tina.
I know. Don't shoot. Don't shoot the messages.
Wait a minute.
Don't
I
shoot the
said,
messages.
wait a minute. Wait a
I know.
minute.
I had
What are we
scooted right on
doing?
past. Hey, when I tell you I was reading faster than I could blink, I was. I really was. But if you will, let the people know who we joining tonight.
And Anthony's Too Real. Hey, y'all.
Come on. I mean, hello, somebody. So glad that you're here tonight. So glad, so glad. I ain't want the people thinking that I'm in here doing solo tonight. That is not the case. I am not by myself. I got arsenal, ammunition. She in the building. Hello, Antonice. How you doing?
I am breathing, blinking, and blessed. Tina, thank you for asking. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling bright, as wonderful as I could possibly be. After getting
Yeah.
roasted by Mr. Supreme. See, I was clowning on his channel earlier today. And so
Uh-huh.
he decided to slide on through and give me some of that of which I had given him, which was the blues. I'm telling you, he done gave me some of that Third Street BB King blues today. But all because I was a pair of seconds late, you know. But I do understand, because I'm a little darker in hues in him that he would have something to say. Uh-huh. And so,
He's so funny.
and so I see Lala. I appreciate you. Welcome to the chat, Miss. Appreciate your presence as always. Every time I see you, you lift my spirits. It is wonderful, and so glad to see you tonight. Um, I have kind of been a little bit of MIA, just a little bit, a little change. No excuses. I just had to take care of business. I'm grown. I get a chance to leave this piece just like y'all do. Y'all go on vacation. Sometimes you vlog, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you take a picture of whatever the heck you got on, and sometimes you don't. And sometimes you just go missing and you come back and you tell the people what you've been doing. I will not be telling you what I've been doing. I've been doing what grown folks do, being grown. Hello. Uh,
Hello.
I know, right? And so I'm just glad to be back. Um, because normally I would do some material, throughout the week in between Saturdays, and I just haven't. But I've been holding on strong to this intentionally random. I've been holding it down. I've been holding it down. I've been in the building. No shade to you, Anthony, because you can take flight whenever you get ready. Hey, take flight like the
No shade
security
taken, Tina.
on
I
Friday.
promise.
Hello,
No shade taken.
because one day you might have to do this solo. I don't know. I don't know. You you,
Yeah,
you
one
reckon you
day,
can
but
handle?
hopefully not one day soon, Lord. But
I
one
know,
day,
right?
okay,
I'm
okay.
still in the building. I'm still in the building. I'm holding on. I'm yet holding on. Uh, how's your day been?
So my day was really good. We just came back from hanging out with the family. But my day was really good. I'm gonna tell you this that I started doing, right? And I'm not gonna go into preach. I'm not gonna be preachy girl, guys. But it was one morning at prayer, JD 365. At like towards the end of the prayer, she said something along the lines of like, Father, like order our day or something like that, right? And I started
Mm-hmm.
like saying that in my prayers, like in the morning, like just asking the Lord to like when I like do speak with him to like guide my day and like just let everything like I be knowing what I want to happen during the day, but maybe that ain't what he wants to happen. So I just asked him to let my day go like according to his will, right? And so with that, I noticed like I be doing what I wanted to do initially or what I thought I wanted to do, but it be like his way. So he like orchestrated. I can't explain to y'all, but my day was really good. It was really good, and I'll be excited to log on. At the end of the day, like I'll be excited when it's time for us to like pray before the show. And yeah, like my day was good. How was your day?
My day's been going pretty well so far. I got some rest. I've been relaxing. I have been minding my own business and staying out of the business of the other affairs that don't belong to me. And so I've been doing good today. I ain't had any tissues, any issues.
Oh,
Ain't been wrestling. I ain't been fighting. Ain't been doing nothing I wasn't supposed to do all day long. Uh, um, as far as I can remember. And so, yeah, I've been doing pretty good today. I mean, today has been pretty good for me. I'll say that much.
oh, I love that for you. I really do love
Hmm.
that for you.
Yeah, rest is essential.
Yes,
Hello?
it
Rest
is.
is essential. And because I feel like rest is essential, I must say that leads me to the point of the topic at hand of tonight. Hold what you got. Hold what you got. Hold what you got. Now, there's so many ways that can be taken, and I'm not taking them all the ways they can be taken. But I must say that there are many different ways that you can take that whole what you got. One thing that I wanted to make sure that I highlighted at this end of this No Excuses November is that you take into consideration that while we're in a state of thankfulness, a state of gratitude, a state of preparing, in preparation for the holidays to come, because we are in that season where we're not only in the turkey eating, ham eating, chitlin eating, greens eating, cornbread smacking, fat backing season. We're also in that season of remembering loved ones, visiting different individuals, just the whole 9 yards of trying to be there for one another. Um, and not only that, to have the exchange, some of us exchange ideas, and when I say ideas, I mean exchange recipes, exchange ideas as far as verbiage.
Mhm.
We're talking, we're some talkers, we're talkers by nature, some of
Right.
us. Now, for those of us who don't do a whole lot of talking, hey, maybe y'all just have a moment of silence, before the Lord. I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But there has been can't I can't deal with Supreme in this chat. I can't put up everything up here, but he is hilarious in this chat, in these chatnets tonight. Oh, but one thing that I could say is number one, how was your Thanksgiving before I even go into all of that? How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was really good. Thank you for asking. We just chilled. So we normally cook at the house. All of my family from both sides went to one of my cousin houses, but we normally cook at the house because like my boo, my husband, which is my boo, he got like homeboys who don't have family, and then we know like other people who don't have family. So we be like the house that like people like come chill at, if you don't got nowhere to go or something. But it was really good. Like this was the first Thanksgiving that like my kids was like involved. Like they was helping like the dishes that I normally prepare. My oldest daughter, cause she love to bake and she like to cook too. She
Hmm.
prepared the dishes that I normally would prepare, which ain't much because y'all know my husband is the chef. But it was just good. Like both of our kids, which are like both of our kids, both our daughters was like involved. So it really felt like a Thanksgiving, like off the movies at a TV or something. But it was really good. Like it was really good. I do not have no complaints. This was like the first Thanksgiving I could say it was just. And I thought it was gonna be really, really sad because this like the second Thanksgiving like since my grandma been gone because she passed last year like right before like at the beginning of November.
Hmm.
So I thought it was gonna be like kind of rough on my mom and stuff. And so since my mom was like in a better place than what I thought she would be, like I was just like I'm gonna just go with the flow too. Like the whole family was. I thought they was gonna be like, like how like it can probably be like I don't know yet because like I still have both my parents, but it was good. It really was good. How was your Thanksgiving? I mean, if you want to share.
I mean,
Um,
my Thanksgiving was extra laid back. This year I did no cooking. When I say no cooking, the kind of no cooking where I was no cooking so hard I looked trifling. Did last year I did all of the cooking for Thanksgiving. Um, minus how people bring stuff. I think my baby sister brought a couple of items or whatnot.
mhm.
But this year, my middle sister did all of the cooking, and she cooked and she cooked and she cooked. And I'm so glad she cooked because I was able to get some much needed rest.
Oh, that's
um
good.
yes, absolutely. I'm still in the process of recovery, and so anytime she's able to step in and to help out, especially with the y'all have to
Kitchen is
forgive me because when I look down and read the chat, something funny pops up, and
true.
it is hilarious.
He is
You just have to be
crazy.
here and or catch it on the replay. But yes, we have a whole comedian doing stand up in the Chapmans tonight, and I appreciate that. Um, Tina, I knew you weren't eating hot dogs and ramen. Hey, look, don't tell nobody here. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell nobody. Just because I say I'm not cooking, don't mean I don't know what the food is. Hello? I know what the food is. Now,
Hello.
I ain't never been frail. You know, I ain't never been frail. I ain't never one of them people, but it was like, oh, I didn't have nothing but a cup of water, some kale. I'm not one of them people. However, Even if I'm not stirring the pot, I know where the pot is getting stirred. And that's all I can say about that. Um, but I am so glad to know. Most certainly I appreciate you sharing, and most certainly, you have my condolences about your grandmother. I understand what kind of relationships those can be like. And when you have that kind of loss, you do have to make adjustments in your life when it comes to losses like that. And so, you most certainly have my condolences, and hope that you all are able to, well, glad that you all are able to function beyond that point, even though you had to make some major adjustments. Um, but um, but now that we have those things, I guess, as we would like to call the church announcements, we have those things put to the side, put to rest, put on we've gotten that out of the way. Hold what you got. Going back to the subject at hand. Hold what you got. This is one of those conversations that I thought about briefly, mainly because it's a thing of what have you learned in this month? We're coming to the close of the year. We still have a few more days to go in this year, but we're at the end, y'all. I mean, how many more months you got to go before you realize you at the end of the year? We'll be looking at 2026 pretty soon. But with that being the case, this is the last Saturday in the 11th month of 2025. Am I right about it? Y'all ain't got no extra days in this month. I don't know nothing about, right.
I'm with you when you're right now.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm just making sure, because they said Pluto wasn't real no more or something. I had to, I had to ask questions nowadays. And so, Nisha, Antoinette, I see you in the chat, man. So glad that you were able to make it out tonight. Anytime I see you, I'm most certainly blessed to see you. Thank you and welcome to the Chapmans. Um, but it's something about taking the time to consider, what do you have? What did you learn this year? What have you learned so far as it pertains to No Excuse November? Just within this month alone, we had Step It Up September, we had Vlogtober, Locktober, we had Stashtober, we had Faithtober, Preemtober. I don't know what kind of tobers we had. We had a bunch of them. Because of that, because we do have quite a bit of content creators in the chat. um all of us have been on a journey throughout this month, and especially the past few months. Some of us have been pushing very, very hard to get out as much content as possible. It's been very, very, very entertaining. I've seen some people step it up in ways that I was most certainly unexpected. Like Corey. Corey has had some, I mean, outstanding production. Faith has had some I mean, just extraordinary. The things that you all are able to do with your camera is amazing to me. I've seen you come, Antonice, with some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen in my life. You are hilarious. I love looking at the things that you have, because while you're giving a nugget, child, the way that you present it is always so funny, and yet always so real. And that's why I love, whenever I greet you, I might at times I may say Anthony's, but for the most part, as you know, I always say too real, because you keep it thou wow, thou wow. You hear me? And so that's something I just had been noticing, is that I wanted to take notes, or take a moment to consider all of the things that I have learned throughout my life up until this point. I'm getting older. My birthday is coming up next month, and it'll be coming up at the close of the year. And I'm just been thinking about all of the connections that I've made thus far. It sounds like I'm already giving my New Year's speech or my December speech now, when that's not the case. But it's one of those things, because I've been able to press my way into No Excuses November, pumping out more content than I ever had even before now. Because I did have the day-to-day stuff that I was doing, but I learned how to do shorts and be able to do it consistently and just be able to do things I had never been able to. I couldn't even perceive me being able to do. I had to learn how to do a lot of things, and because of that, um, it made me come to a place where I was like, I want to hold what I got. I want to hold the lessons that I had with the interview that I had with you, Anthony's. I want to hold the lessons that I got in sitting in Supreme's live when he would tell us different things as it concern his expertise as it pertains to videography and as it pertains to putting out content and things of that nature. I've learned so much from so many people in the past few months. And because of course with you, Anthony's, I started this out with you in August.
Tina. Tina, why you gotta go and do this? But thank you. I know, and I'm so proud of you because when we started out, Tina, thank you for all of the kind stuff that you said. Thank you. And I'm not gonna make it weird. I'm gonna just say thank you, Tina. Thank you so much, but I don't wanna make it weird. Um, I'm so happy. I wish that Tina, I just feel like I be letting free game go because you say all of these kind of things about me, and I feel the same way about you. But why I still ain't completed nothing? I did not step up in November. In October, I did not do vlog. What, not vlogmas? I did not do vlogtober. In November, I was like, y'all remember? I was like, oh, I'm gonna vlog every day. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I didn't do nothing, and we are like literally at the end of November. So, child, this don't make no sense. But I'm so proud of you, Tina, because when we first started back in August, shoot, y'all, Tina was just telling me stuff about StreamYard. That's so bad. Like, that show, y'all, I do not be, like, on my game. Like, Tina was telling me so many changes that has come about with StreamYard that they are doing, right? So y'all might see, like, the double streams on our page. She was telling me now they show it horizontally and vertically. But I said all of that to say, y'all, when we started in August, Tina had like 60 something subs, right?
Oh yes,
And
yes.
you almost have 300 subs. Like, I'm so proud of you. You literally did everything you said you was going to do. Like, I have watched you continue to log on, like, and push through like everything, you know?
Yes. Yes. It's really been, I mean, at the end of the day, I can't, when I tell you I don't need to look at the Chapmans at this point because I can't stay focused. I see why you be like you be overstimulated. The
That's real,
shenanigan,
Tina.
it's going down so much until I just want to read the Chapmans and not
Okay,
even
hold on.
talk
Okay, we
about
got the
what we're
parking
talking
lot.
about.
What's going on in the chat, man?
We're
No
not,
fighting.
I can't. That that material must go on in somebody else's Chapmans. I can't speak on it, but it is hilarious. Oh, and because there's so many inside jokes, you just have to know. But I'm so glad that you all are here and appreciate. Hey, I appreciate y'all's Chapmans, even though I can barely keep a straight face, and I'm tickled to myself. Um, Oh yes, I have been trying to grind. Nisha, that's another one. When with the Nisha the fashionista. Hello. That lady be putting it on for the folks. If you ever want to learn how to put some clothes on, all you gotta do is look at Nisha's content. But that's the thing that I'm talking about. Everybody's offering something different. Um even when homebody Trish, who Spring was just mentioning just a second ago, I appreciate how everyone has a different perspective and has something to offer, including you. Even though you be like, I've been falling off and I ain't did this and I ain't did that, but I've been seeing what you've been doing. I've been seeing you on all of the different platforms doing your thing. You might not drop as often as you may want to, or as often as you would prefer, but I still see what you put out, and I make sure that I'm trying that I chime in and let you know that I'm there too. Anthony. Too real that you still in there.
I'm here. I was just listening. I try to use my ears since I have two of them and only one mouth. I really try to sit and listen so I can appreciate and like really understand what people are saying. And I'm glad that I was listening. But yeah, I'm still here. I'm just listening. And
Yes.
shout out to Nisha and shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm not trying to be rude to y'all. I'm not ignoring y'all in the chat, miss. I'm just sitting here chilling chat with my co-host. But I do look at the chat miss from time to time. But y'all know I cannot walk in true bubble gum, okay?
Preem, not too much on Corey. All us ain't she been out here working hard in the fields. And she's been out in the plantation, and when she get out of the plantation, she be putting together these this five content. So not too much on Corey. I know that baby, be working nonstop. So if she missed something or some of the changes that's going on, I just had to let her have a moment to catch up, and get like Heinz. Um yeah, Supreme only offers non tutorials on how to install a car battery with a ladder, hammer, and magnets. Um, didn't know you were saying that, but hey, we did have a tutorial. And we took notes, and I'm gonna hold what I got. I can't say all of what I was holding. I mean, I can't say all of what I got, but I'm holding on to it. Pause. So, but that's the thing about holding what you got. When you see the excellence that's being put forth, when you see the things um, that make up all of your experience as a person, whether that's interpersonal relationships, whether that be when we're listening to Danielle in her prayer. I mean, it's been a plenty of times I've been like, oh, she praying for me because she telling all my business right now. They don't know it. They don't know what part she telling, but she is telling it, praying to the Lord. And I'm thankful that she didn't say, Tina, I'm praying this for you. But I've been ever so grateful just in holding on to the connections that I've had in this season, because you never know how long a season will last. You never know how
Yes.
long you have with a person. You never know how long it would be before you come to that impasse, because there's sometimes people you can have in your life 1 minute, and then next thing you know, something happened, and it doesn't always have to be, somebody didn't kick the bucket or something, but it could very well be a thing of we can get along. We need to cease and desist. We need to separate, or it
Mhm.
could be one of those things of I've become successful in a way that you're not able to go with me, or you've become successful in the way to where it's going to take me a minute to get to where you are. And so because of that, we have a tendency to separate, or to, we don't have we have to take every moment that we have with one another and count it as a blessing, and count it for what it is.
Agreed.
But I could say that for the most part, I just have come to understand that when it comes to holding on to what you have, holding on to what you got just basically entails you taking the time to hold on to the good things. Hold on to the lessons that you got from the mistakes that you made. Hold on to the information that you've gotten as it pertains to when people have offered you wisdom, when people have offered you knowledge, when people have offered you understanding, when people have offered you their stories. I did quite a few interviews, and in those interviews, I was able to discuss so much as it pertains to um, what grief is like with Danielle, and how to navigate those spaces. I was able to talk, and I don't remember all the topics, so don't I ain't finna go down that road to act like I remember everything that we ever talked about. Because this is what episode 18.
Hmm.
This is episode 18, and what I was just talking about didn't even include the 18 episodes you and I have done.
Oh wow, that's so true.
Exactly. And so I think about that. I'm like, I've done a couple of series on a couple of things and came to the conclusion that hey, I'm really in a place in my life where I've expanded in ways I didn't expect to. I've been able to learn things and I never thought I would grasp. And not only that, I've been in a space where I've been able to understand things in a way that gave me depth, that gave me perception, that gave me a way of seeing things through the lens and through the eyes of other people as well.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
So, what do you think about those things as you think about the things that you have come across to hold on to?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Tina. I was hoping you just went on to the next point because I really don't want to add anything to that. I will say, my husband is listening also. I don't have anything to add to that because I totally agree with what you're saying. I feel like I have learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself too, not only just learning things like this like time frame has showed me things about myself, which I did just tell y'all. I did realize I'm still a procrastinator. But Lord, please help me with that. Continue to help me with that. I feel like I'm getting better. But other than that, I don't have nothing to add to that. But yes, when you transition, but you were speaking about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, just wanted to add a pin to that. I'm gonna have to clip that part. That was the bar. The way you did that with the transition, my husband made note to that. That was fire. Y'all make sure on the playback to. Oh, he said you slid that Proverbs 1:1 real quick like that. So y'all make sure y'all on the playback. We're gonna mark it right here at this 34-minute mark. Somebody mark this for me in the comments on the playback. Thank y'all. All right, Tina.
Yeah, and so that's one thing that I consider, even as you had made mention of um what was that you just said it just a second ago, when you
I'm
were
still a
talking about
procrastinator.
procrastination. Yes, thank you. That series that I did on procrastination, um when it came to me taking a look at my own self as it pertained to procrastination, I had the thing of, ew, I don't like what I see. But then I started taking the time to really dissect what is it that is behind that? What is behind that, the reason why I move so slow to do certain things? What is it? What kind of trauma have I experienced? What kind of things have I
Amen in the chat.
dealt with, or what have I lived through, that has caused me to come to this space? You know, oh wow. Faith Marie said, I'm calling her whole name. Faith said, Tina and Antonice, on a serious note, it's been so cool to see the growth in this short amount of time. I mean, and just like it's been cool for you, it's cool to me as well. um the battle zone, I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself, most certainly, and I appreciate your presence, of course. I know I probably said something earlier, but one time for the one time, put that up there. um but it's one of those
Tina.
things where, huh,
Oh, you can hear
which,
me. No, I think my phone had it when I kept talking and I see my picture lighting up, but it seemed like nobody could hear me. I couldn't hear you. I kept saying hello, Tina, Tina. Okay,
oh, okay,
you
I
can hear
hear
me
you
good.
now.
Sorry.
I, I don't know what had happened, but it ain't happening no more, I guess. But yeah, this journey has been something else. But back to what I was saying about procrastination. It had taken me a long time to get to this space, to get to this place, to feel comfortable. Um, on talking about certain things, to be vulnerable in the ways that I've been vulnerable, to come up here to talk with complete strangers. I think about Tiff's take, who it took me 2 months to figure out how to say her name because I kept calling it something else. Tiff Takes. And I was like, that is not that lady name. The not her name of her channel, but Tiff's Take. Tiff has been one of those who I've been watching a while. And when I got the opportunity to panel with her, I was able to see her mind
Hmm.
unfold. in real time. And so some of the nuggets that I got from her were really cool. And the stories, oh my goodness, the testimonies of the things that she had been through and had come through. And, you had to check out her page to see what I'm talking about. Uh, or you could check out some of the content that we've done as far as the panel is concerned. But that panel that we did where we were talking that night and the things that she shared with us about what she had been through and what have you, I think about that and I'm like, man, I have so much material so soon, so early, because like I said, I just started in August. Here it is November, and here it is. I can go back and listen to some things that'll help me in the process. Look, it sound like I'm trying to get choked up. Lies and hot garbage. Mm-mm, I'm a gangster. I mean, no, I'm not. Daniel said, "Let it go." No, I'm not. I'm no longer a gangster. I'm a reformed and recovering gangster. I mean, I am no longer a gangster. So that means I'm no longer reformed or recovering, but I am now a new creature. Okay, I gotta speak the words. See, I'm quoting Danielle right now. See, you know what I'm saying? I don't see in the chatmans, but whenever she listens to it, because
Come on through.
yeah, because that's my YouTube pass, and I don't care if she in here or not. I'm still shouting her out. Just Danielle 365, because it's been so many things, so many nuggets, so many things I've learned from her in this journey that you just don't get a lot of times in certain sections. And I think it was uh Supreme who was like who says shout out to Danielle, even when you were talking about the prayer, you know, coming out of that shell and being willing to pray again is because of Danielle. I gotta hold on to that. You know, that's one of those things that you hold on to because you recognize where you are and where you want to be, where you're trying to go spiritually. That everybody may not be able
Yes.
to help you get over the hump, but you have those that can speak into your life or those that can offer you something that'll help you to go to the next level or to help you to expand. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hey, you know what I'm saying? We love her over here. I know that's right. And so,
Amen. Yes,
that's one of
ma'am.
those things. Yes. And so, it's one of those things that we have a real jewel whenever she's around and she's sharing with us. And so I think about that, and how, I don't want to let go of what I've learned so far. Was it August, September, October, November, December, November, 3 months. In the 90 days I've been doing this, 90 days that I've been pushing out content. Let me
I'm
tell
weak.
you
This man
something.
is
Now,
crazy. Do you hear me? This
hey,
man is crazy.
let me tell you something. I ain't got good sense. Now I know she has to speak to the part of me that it does is not ready to go young Jeezy on nobody. You know what I'm saying? The sister trap a lot cannot show up, But that's the thing about knowing how to be to come to a place where you're not, cutting up with people, but at the same time it's like, but I got that Peter in me. And if you mess with my leader, I want to cut your ear off. You know what I'm saying? That's still, is tucked in the deep pocket in my soul somewhere. And so I think about even Lala. Lala was talking about the juicing and stuff, and I will get in all of the trouble if I don't mention this one person. Neckbone himself, elevated. Elevated, and
Elevated
neck
being
bone is an inside
elevated.
joke. If you don't know it, you just don't know it. Elevated
When I
chills,
tell you,
elevated
I'm making neck
mindset.
bones tomorrow.
You cooking neck bones tomorrow, it's gonna be good, honey. The longest you got that seasoning, you know. Don't just season them with water, but actually put some seasoning in there. But somebody, I heard you blushing. Yeah, I blush just a little bit about elevated. Yeah, it's out there in the ether. But anyway, what I was saying is because of
Hey,
elevated,
I think so too. But I ain't want to be messy.
elevated, elevated introduced me in a way that allowed me to open all the way up to say what I believe, to say what I think, to argue the points that in
Mm.
most arenas I wouldn't necessarily want to argue. I took what would have been normally an
Mm.
inside or a house conversation and took it to um
Mhm.
what you said you got what you said you got nope, I
What?
ain't reading the rest of that. The Preem cutting up again. Preem cutting up again. Anyway, what I was saying was when it comes to the platform that he provided for everyone, Kiss from Jay, that's another one. Who I
Mhm.
was able to come out of my comfort zone and allow someone to ask me the
Mhm.
questions. I'm used to being the one to ask the questions. I gotta hold
Mhm.
what I got. All of this is pointing to holding what I got. You know what I'm saying? Holding
Mm.
on, cleaving to that which is good. Holding on to what I got, to being able to be, and it was really that was a catalyst to some other things as
Mhm.
I began to open up even more behind interviewing with her. And the fact that all of you ladies, Danielle, Kiss from Jay, um you Antonice, Mia J, all things Mia J. When I was able to interview all four of you ladies, you all set the tone for me as it pertains to, yeah, I said it and I
Mm.
said it with my chest. Um I'm talking about Supreme over here. He cutting up and I'm cutting up with him too in the middle of what I'm saying. But I appreciate you. I see
I love
you
how you can multitask though.
oh yeah. Oh well, that squirrel. Sometimes that happens. Peace, everybody in the chatmans. I've trolled enough. Much love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you anytime that you're in my chatmans, especially talking all the mess you can talk tonight. But I appreciate all of it. Yes, all of it is, and it is well with my soul that you have come into this piece. And so, yeah, but I think about that as it pertains to you ladies setting the bar so high, being willing to be vulnerable, being willing to talk about things that were near and dear, being willing to shed a tear or two. um
Well, we know
y-
I said some tears.
oh, Faye said I'm a real supporter, I'm not leaving. Hilarious.
Oh, Faye, she's so
And
sweet.
when the cutting up gets to cutting up, boy, I tell you.
Hey, Miss Supreme.
Oh, shout out to Mrs. Supreme, the first lady of the supremacy. Yes, but that's the thing about being exposed to such a wonderful community.
Mm-hmm.
Chip, I was in his chat one time and he was talking about how he appreciated how I was continuing to push out content, and he knew who I was. I'm like, I ain't nobody. I'm just out here trying to do a little something. But he shows up, and acknowledges me, when I'm in the chat, and people don't have to do that. People do
Right,
not
right.
have to be like that when it comes to you, you know. And so just the fact that people have opened their doors, and even though I'm not on camera yet, the doors are still open to me to have conversation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's amazing to me because never in 1,000 years. You know how some people, it seemed like it take them forever to get to a space, and I don't know what you all had to go through, prior to me getting here.
Mm-hmm.
Especially those
Mm-hmm.
who are now monetized and what have you. I don't know what all it took them to get to this space, but what I can tell you is y'all ain't
Mm-hmm.
playing because it's not easy. It's not easy. And though it's not
Yeah.
easy, it's still
Yeah.
doable. If you're willing to put in the work, if you're
Right.
willing to press your way, if you're willing to do the necessary prayers, if
Right.
and when I say the necessary prayers, I don't mean, you over there uh, writing up a spreadsheet of, I'm going to ask God for this, but more so
Right.
the
Right.
necessary prayers, meaning when you notice that you need help, you ask for it. When you
Right.
notice that you need change, you ask for it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you notice that you need strength, you ask for it. And then just like that, um, me two times, elevate me to you. She's one of those people who say, hey, the door is open. I got to hold on to that,
Mhm.
because you never know when you come across a thing. You, of course, you're the reason why we get to see this in the first place. We get to see the intentionally random. You get to see the thumbnail. I don't know. I still don't know how to do that, but because of your expertise and your willingness to work with what we have and get us to where we need to be, so we can have this show and be able to discuss the topics that we do, you know. And so I'm just grateful for that, you know. Yes, Corey, hard work and perseverance. Yes, indeed. And I know you be working hard, because when I tell you, you got a whole movie, she got a whole movie, y'all, in
Okay.
clips. She got
I'm
clips of a
so proud
movie.
of her.
Yes, indeed. And I'll be so glad when her and Stash get together and put together a full production. Hello, somebody. It is going
Yes.
to be
Hello,
five.
somebody.
Five to the
And I'm
five, five,
still
five. I thought
doing
I,
free
uh,
appearances.
how
Just so
some of
y'all
y'all people
know.
get what y'all call it, manifesting. I'm trying to manifest it a little, sprinkle, sprinkle, whatever y'all be saying. I don't know. I just ask the Lord to do it, and I just look for it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's a
Yes,
thing
Lord.
where when you come to a place where you appreciate greatness, when you get the opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
see greatness before your eyes, when you get to see a person before they get monetized, and then they get monetized, then they stay monetized, and then they go to the next
Mm-hmm.
level. You know what I'm saying? Pursuing
Mm-hmm.
to get better, having that constant and continual pursuit to get better and to get better and to grow, and to expand and to change and have that metamorphosis, going from that caterpillar to that butterfly, going higher heights and deeper depths. You know what I'm saying? And I'm appreciative of all of that. And even though I don't see her, Crystal's World, who is always so supportive, who has spoken into me, has been there to allow me to express myself in ways in her chat sometimes. I could have some on my mind. She asked me something, and I just go on to spill the bean right there and right then and there. And she was like, "Ain't no judgment here. Everybody's human." And sometimes you just need that. Sometimes, and you're talking about a 1 o'clock in the morning conversation. Who there? Us. You know what I'm saying? Making content while I'm over there just thumbing away at the Chapmans. And so I just thank you
Right, right.
all. I appreciate you all for everything that you all have poured out. Kendi K all day. Woman of God, you have no idea how much of an impression that you've made on me, just being who you are. Man. And I'm trying not to get emotional, because sometimes you don't know who's watching you. Sometimes you don't know how much of an impact you're making by holding up a standard. I see you. Janice, thank you. I see you in the Chapmans. Welcome to the Chapmans. Janice, welcome to the Chapmans. Kendi K all day. I appreciate you all. I've been sitting here talking about holding on to what you got. I've been talking about um holding on to the things that you've learned. It's been almost 90 days, y'all, that I've been doing content. It's been almost 90 days that I have developed some relationships. Janice is one of those I've actually known longer than I've known others in the Are You Locked In community. So when I see her, it reminds me of how I got introduced to content creation at its inception. I'm talking about when I was doing 9-hour lives with someone else. I'm no longer associated with them, but just up there clowning. Uh, saying some of the most insane things ever at the same time. But still being myself. Not saying that I was somebody else, but at a time when I couldn't even put any content on my own channel. I couldn't go live on my own channel, rather. That didn't come until Antonice came along. But I remember those times where I'm pushing out and trying to help push someone else's content just by being a supporter. I remember those things, and I'm appreciative. We are all sinners saved by grace. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we are. But that's the thing, though. When you can see, when you can see, Precious, hello, I see you. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Chapmans. We on our way out the door, and you know how I say all the time, be kind to rewind because we won't be here, too much longer. Because I'm wrapping up even now. Precious has made an impression as it pertains to just being willing to be that support for other people, showing up when it counted, letting a person know, letting her presence be felt, and she's not even in competition with anyone. She's just being herself. It's these things that I hold on to. Janice, the same way. I've seen some of her content, but just the fact that every time I see her in somebody's chat, she's being supportive. She's a wonderful moderator. But even beyond that, she's just a good support, period. She's encouraging with the things that she says. She's always has a word of encouragement, or she's always being endearing and embracing in the chat. Anytime I see her in anyone's chat, it's so good to be able to see all of these different facets of all of you all, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that there are men that come to listen to us. When you have men, and I'm gonna leave it to right where I said it. We have men that listen to us, that don't look at us as just a bunch of cackling women, but leave us with nuggets. Rodney's one of those who would come in and leave nuggets of wisdom whenever I would see him. He would speak to whatever that we're talking about, meaning that he's engaged, he's listening, he's offering his perspective. I see these things as it pertains to all of you all. And because I see these things, that I've been able to take the opportunity, take a chance, take the time to see these things as it pertains to you all. I want to encourage you all to hold on to what you got. Hold on to what you have as it pertains to prayer. Hold on to what you have as it pertains to the word of God. Hold on to what you have as it pertains to your channels. Hold on to what you have as it pertains to the community that you're in that is supporting you. Hold on to what you have when it comes to the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, the things that you learn for so many here and abroad. Hold on to the good things, not just the negative. Not just who said what in what chat and how they was roasting me and all this, that, and the other. I don't care nothing about that. Hold on to the good thing. Hold on to the good things that you got. Those good relationships. We've taken the time to talk about getting rid of everything that we don't need to hold on to. We've talked about making room for the new things that are to come. But now that you've done the inventory to get rid of what you don't need to get rid of, you vetted the things that you have in your life. Now it's time to make sure that you hold on. It does seem like I've been around a good little minute, Kenny K. It feels like that, but it's just 90 days. A little less than 90 days, it ain't quite 90 yet. Um, but that's the thing. Um, hold on to what you have that's good and watch more be added to your life because you're willing to be good to someone else. You're willing to offer your expertise. You're willing to offer your knowledge, your wisdom, your abilities. You're willing to offer your vulnerability so somebody else that's having a hard time can be there, be able to overcome what they're experiencing as it pertains to their hard time. So, with that being said, Anthony, do you have any final uh acknowledgments, comments?
I agree with everything you were saying. I was gonna say, to be honest, out of everything, I'm definitely gonna go with hold on to reference to praying, like I just want to thank my praying three pack. You, JD365, Yo Britt. Like I really appreciate all three of y'all. For the continued prayers. Y'all really helped me. Like y'all don't know how much y'all prayers, like really, like the Lord really be answering y'all prayers along with mine. So thank y'all. Like thank you because it mean a lot. Like it really mean a lot. People don't understand. Like when people like because prayer is like so powerful and it means so much. Like when people like pray for you and you know they really be praying. Like thank y'all. Like for real.
Um, I just wanted to acknowledge it. Cinnabon, so glad to see you here. We on our way out the door, but I appreciate you. I wanted to acknowledge you and appreciate you. Um, for the day, for the ways that you open up the doors for me. And if you go back and be kind and rewind, you'll see why I'm saying all this. I appreciate you. I sincerely appreciate you. Micah, I appreciate you showing up the way that you show up. Welcome to the Chapmans. We were on our way out. I also wanted to talk about Coach, who's still out there motivating. Um, I don't see her here tonight, but I still want to acknowledge her because she's one of those ones that will push you to the forefront. Trisha Nicole is showing us how to do it, how to become monetized, how to hold on to what she got and go even further and soar even higher, even when she's had so much to come against her, even when she felt like giving up, showing us what tenacity looks like. And so, if it's anything that I want to offer you all, and I'll be all day trying to name names. I don't remember all of y'all.
I was about
I
to
see you
say
when I see
Brit.
you. Wait a minute. The most one of the most supportive people outside of myself that I have seen me is Yolanda, which is Brit Family Fun, who has always shouted out every name just about in this chat I know, with the exception of those that she may not know. But the kind of support that she gives and may not even have that same support to come back to her. It never, ever. And I ask that you all that are praying, people pray for her, because she's under the
Mm.
weather. Uh, uh,
Oh,
yeah, she's under the weather, and so we're praying that she have a full recovery. But
okay.
yeah, because you normally would see her in the
I'll
Chapmans, but I
definitely pray for
don't
her.
see her.
Right.
Yes, Brit Family Fun, definitely. Yeah, but I just want, and her mother's birthday is today too, because she might be celebrating. For all we know, it
Oh,
might be
I
she
know
shooting
that's
hooky.
right.
I don't know. I
Oh.
had to find out. But which is my prayer part. That's part of the three pack. That's the three pack right there. Me, her, and Danielle. Me,
Right, right.
Yolanda, and Danielle. And so, and I think about that. She's on her journey. Uh, Being as
Mm-hmm.
tenacious as she knows how. In her journey to fitness. And so I think about all of you all, and I'm impressed. You all have made impressions on me. I'm ever so grateful. Thank you, Cinnabon. I appreciate that. Praying for her. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yes, Faith, I appreciate that too. Um, Janice, I see you as well. Um, but that's the thing. I want all of you all to take each other into consideration. How has someone affected your life in a positive way? Hold on to that. Triggers, I see you. Appreciate you. We on our way out the door. Welcome to the chat, miss. If you would, be kind and rewind. Yeah, you was wondering where she was, Michael. It's in between her trying to feel better and her celebrating her mama. One of them two. Um, but I just ask that you all just take the time to hold what you got. Hold on to those things. I can't say it enough. Cleave unto that which is good. Let go of the arguments. Let go of the issues. Let go of the hatred, the bitterness, the unforgiveness. Let it go. Let those things go. Let the old stuff go. Let the old mindsets go. that are no longer serving you, and hold on to that which is good, that which grows you, that which um, helps you, that which has brought meaning to your life. With that being said, thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for rocking with me. Thank you for hanging out with us, because Antonise is in the building, y'all.
Hootie
And
hoo! I forgot my bell.
I know, right? We shout out to the bell that let us know that you in the building. So you shaking the keys? Close enough. Ring a ling ling. But thank you all for coming out. And as always, God bless you and good night. Bye.
Bye.